roots in my hair, or any space you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to, this Tuesday edition of Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here. And as always, thanks for tuning in, boys and girls. Yes, and kids and grown-ups and stuff like that there. Oh, boy. It's tragic. Oh, boy. On Tuesday, just after the holidays here, we're just trying to get it together here, but we will continue to give you some sports news that you can't get enough of. Let's start off with the Detroit Tigers here, boys and girls. Yes, indeed, Detroit Tigers are now playing the Baltimore Orioles at this point in time. They are in the second inning, and yes, Detroit is leading 2-0, which means absolutely nothing. The last 13 or 14 games, they have lost. So we'll see how the Detroit Tigers fare on this one here. Detroit Tigers recalled, in the meanwhile, third baseman Jeimer Candelario from the AAA section of the Detroit Tigers Toledo Farm Club. The right-handed pitcher, Spencer Turnbull, was placed on bereavement leave there. The Tigers have demoted Candelario on May 16th so he could find himself. That's as Ryan Gardenhire made the speech when he sent him down to Toledo. 25-year-old started the season hitting 197, 2 home runs, and 9 RBIs. He excelled in AAA. We're talking about Candelario's. That is, when he got demoted, he's hitting 357 with 3 home runs, 13 RBIs in 11 games. Wonders how people can try to get themselves together to prove themselves worthy. And hopefully, he can come up here and prove himself worthy. Because when one come up, somebody else got to go down. In this case, when Turnbull gets back, and he will be back, somebody's going to go down. So hopefully he can get it done where he can stay up here, because one of those Tigers are going down. We'll see who goes down there. Right now he hits 124, 19 home runs, 54 RBIs in 2018 for the Tigers. His first full season with them. But the second season hasn't showed anything at all. So we'll keep on, keep a flag of his progress here so far in this game. He's 0 for 1. Detroit Tigers also announced they have claimed right-handed pitcher Austin Adams off of waivers from the Minnesota Twins. Adams, 32 years old, has spent most of his 2019 season with AAA Rochester, spending 11 games, including 1 start, posting a 1-1 record with a 4.50 ERA. 28 strikeouts to boot, and he also made two relief outings with the Twins this season. So we have him up here, and he's probably looking for a home, place to stay. He's probably not on the active roster yet, but he will be there soon. Indeed, he'll be there soon. Some bad news, or some sad news to report to you. Former Red Sox first baseman Bill Buckner died earlier Monday at the age of 69 years old, per a report from ESPN Jerry Schaff, and the Boston Red Sox also gave that report. He also spoke to his wife as well. Jerry shared the statement. I don't know what's wrong with me. I am yarning here, and I was wide awake this whole doggone process here. Um, Bill Buckner, as you know, there is known for extending the Red Sox curse in game number 6 of the 1976 World Series, when his era at first base handed the New York Mets a victory, and they went on ahead and fledged on to win the World Series. We're talking about the Mets in 1986 there. Buckner retired in 1990 after attempts to start his second stint with the Boston Red Sox. He and his family were first to move from Massachusetts to Idaho due to the taunts and criticisms and some other bad things that people can do to people when they feel they're not putting their worth in there. And Bill Buckner has kept a professional lid on that particular incident himself. I've seen him since that particular time there. He has 2,715 hits, 1,208 RBIs, 1,077 runs. He has scored and also 174 home runs. He's a prolific, great hitter there, left-handed first baseman, very good first baseman, but on that particular day in 1986, it just was not good, and people held it against him for a very long time until the Suhac forgave him in 2000, and I do believe the year was 2008 when they invited him back to the Red Sox to commemorate some teams of past, and the crowd gave him a stand, forgiving him indeed. Bart Starr, a Green Bay Packer legend who first was a quarterback to win 5 championships, he died on Sunday in Birmingham, Alabama at the age of 85. The Packers announced the news late on Sunday morning. He had poor health since 2014 when he suffered 2 strokes and a heart attack. Starr has played with the Packers from 1956 to 1971, and he's continued to be one of the most beloved players in the NFL. Very kind, very generous person. When you ever got to talk to Bart Starr there, he was very appreciative, gave you his time and his effort, and didn't think too much of it either. He was a very decent individual there, and we give our condolences to the family of Bart Starr there. If you remember the movie, Remember the Titans, you will find a daunting type of relationship, okay, with a gentleman on the team where they had did some things. Remember the Titans. Well, let's say this first. Bill Yotes died at the age of 94 years of age in Springfield, Virginia, in an assisted living facility. His daughter told the Washington Post the cause of death was not disclosed. Yotes, who was played by Will Patton in the 2000 movie Remember the Titans, was the head coach of one of 3 schools that got consolidated to form Integration in T.C. Williams that's the name of the school, in 1971. As a head coach of the regional championship, Yost thought he was the front runner for T.C. Williams' job. Instead, Herman Boone was given the job, despite having other head coaches offer him in other jobs in that area. Yost stuck to stand with the Titans and end up coaching the defense. The results was one of the most terrifying units in the country. Yost's defensive teaching there, famously led by Captain Gary Bettner, and Julius Campbell posted 9 shutouts in 13 games that particular season, allowing only 113 yards per game and 45 points all that particular season, according to the website of the program, 1971 Original Titan Scholarship Fund there. And he was a very instrumental portion of that. And you ever saw the movie, Remember the Titan, and in its entirety, of course, there, Herman Boone was played by, Mr. Washington there, Desmond Washington there, in that particular ensemble there. So hopefully you get to see that, or you two it on up there, and very good movie indeed there. In a situation that was kind of bad until the coaches got together and the players worked their way to get it together and learn how unity got Winsor and blacks and whites, and also others got together and played football. And Ty got some very good ties and remembrance of that particular club there. Not so much for winning a championship, but again, unifying as people as one there. Detroit Red Wings signed defenseman Oliver Kasky to a 1-year entry-level contract. Kasky, 23 years old, spent the 2018-19 campaign with the Lactus Pelicans of the SM Liiga, Finland's top professional league, ranked 6th overall in league scoring with 51 points, 19 goals, 32 assists for 51 points in 59 games. Do not be surprised with Steve Eisenman bringing all these particular signings right now there. And this is a 1 year that he doesn't surprise some people. And some of these guys getting opportunities to come up to professional level to hurry up and get the Red Wings back in the swing of things. And when I say swing of things, playing playoff hockey. Speaking of hockey, St. Louis Blues got it on the chin after a 2-0 lead in the game, losing the game to the Boston Bruins by a score of 4-2. That series will continue, yes, tomorrow on Wednesday in Boston before moving to St. Louis for the weekend there. That's going to be a good series there. And I think the St. Louis Blues going to remember some of them hits that were dramatic to them by the Boston Bruins last night there. Believe me, when they go to St. Louis, it's going to be trouble in the city. I tell you what here. That hit on Krug made on that hockey player there, man, that was something to behold. He knocked him in the next week. That's going to be a good one. And of course, the NBA Finals will start on Thursday when Toronto will be at home to take on the Warriors of Golden State, or San Francisco, Oakland, as I call it there. That's going to start on Thursday. 9 o'clock is the game time. About 9:10 will be the tip-off for that particular game there, and then we'll find out who's going to be the champion of the National Basketball Association, as a lot of people are looking at Toronto. You got nothing to lose. So it should be a pretty good series indeed there. Of course, it's a Bevel this week in Detroit. It's Grand Prix Ahoy there. Today was the kart media race there, where in Sterling Heights there they go out there and play some heck of get in the carts and race around the racetrack and against media people raising money for various charities indeed. Very fun. Whole lot of fun indeed. Of course, there are going to be dinners and luncheons starting tomorrow as well, and Thursday is the big day for the media as well, as the annual media luncheon will take take spot there as they come on in there and do their thing and hear a lot of brouhaha and all this other good stuff there, and at the luncheon, and and some bevels or dessert that we try to smuggle out there, of course. And before they go to the track on Thursday, and the media get to race in the cars that's going to be running in the Grand Prix. Yes, in the Grand Prix of Detroit. That's officially going to start on Saturday and Sunday. Going to be a good time in Belle Isle. Yeah, okay, so, get on down there, get your tickets, find some parking spaces there, a whole lot of shuttles and stuff there going on. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good indeed. So get on down there and have some fun. And you'll truly be down there on Saturday and Sunday. And, of course, a humongous amount of NHSAA tournaments are going to be taking place this weekend. Busy week for the entire school year. Nearly 30,000 student athletes are going to be participating in finals in the Upper Peninsula and in the Lower Peninsula. There's going to be golf and boys tennis to kick off the action there. And in the Lower Peninsula, the girls' tennis finals are going to be Friday and Saturday, May 31st and June the 1st. Track and field finals in both peninsulas is Saturday this weekend. And the boys lacrosse tournament has its regional finals and quarterfinals this week. Also, girls lacrosse in this last stages of the regionals, they're going to be playing this week. District will continue in the girls soccer. Districts will be getting underway in baseball and softball in the Lower Peninsula. And, of course, boys golf this weekend as well. A whole slew full of goodies going to be happening in high school sports there. Get out and support those children there, those kitlings there. They could be doing some other wacky little things there that they have no business doing, but they choose to play and participate in sports. Get out there and support those kids. It is well needed. They will appreciate it, and you'll be glad you did it there, okay? And also get out there and support those particular kids also taking part in middle school and elementary school, as well as recreational activities as well. I'm telling you there. Just do it. Do it for yourself. Detroit Tigers right now, in the third inning, they still lead 2-0. It's in the bottom of the third. I'm just going to say that right now. The bottom of the third. 2-0 there. We are done with this, this portion of Butch On Sports. Check out Butch On Sports on Facebook, boys and girls. Facebook. Butch On Sports. Just type it up and you'll go to it there. Go to Podomatic. Yes, Podomatic.com. And type in SIMPLYBUTCHTOO.Podomatic.com. You can also get this particular podcast, The Game Sports Show. .Podbean. I'm giving it to you right. I only don't say that, but .podbean.com. Okay? Check it on out. And other shows as well in that ensemble of the game, including Scott Nason, Dave McKay, E.J. Russell, a sliver of guests and pals in there. Get on out there and support that too as well there. Give me a like on Facebook if you go to Butch On Sports as well there. I'm out of here. We're going to check you out probably on Thursday, maybe Friday, but I'm quite sure it's going to be Friday instead of Thursday, but we'll see what we're going to do before we hit the weekend and the Grand Prix and also some other assignments that hopefully I'll get to deal with there. Enjoy hockey and basketball and other sports going on there in the state of Michigan.